right, guys. I have a reading from Kings. We're going to read verses 8 through 23. And it's a long one, so we'll stop a little bit and make sure that you're understanding it. All right? Once when the king of Syria was warring against Israel, he took counsel with his servants, saying, "At such and such a place shall be my camp." But the man of God sent word to the king of Israel, "Beware that you do not pass this place, for the Syrians are going down there." And the king of Israel sent to the place of which the man of God told him. Thus he used to warn him, so that he saved himself there more than once or twice. You following me?
Yes.
What's going on?
So this guy, the king, is going over to this place, but then God is like, "Don't go there. The bad guys are there." And he's like, "Okay." And so he does that multiple times.
Yeah, more than once. And the mind of the king of Syria was greatly troubled because of this thing. And he called his servants and he said to them, "Will you not show me who of us is for the king of Israel?" And one of his servants said, "None, my lord, O king, but Elijah the prophet, who is in Israel, tells the king of Israel the words that you speak in your bedchamber." And he said, "Go and see where he is, that I may send and seize him." It was told him, "Behold, it is Dothan." So he sent there horses and chariots and a great army, and they came by night and they surrounded the city. You following me?
Yes.
What's going on?
Okay, so the chariots came, and then all the guys were attacking.
Yeah, they were threatening for sure. Right, Tommy?
Yeah, so the guy is like, bad guy is like, "We don't like the good guy." And so they're like, "We're going to surround their city." And they're like, "Hand over the king, we want to kill him."
Let's see what happens. So when the servant of the man of God, I think his name's Elijah, rose early in the morning and went out, behold, an army with horses and chariots, and they were all around the city. And the servant said, "Alas, my master, what shall we do?" And he said, "Fear not, for those who are with us are more than those who are with them." And so then Elijah prayed and said, "O Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see." So the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elijah. And when the Syrians came down against him, Elijah prayed to the Lord and said, "Strike these people, I pray thee, with blindness." So he struck them with blindness in accordance with the prayers of Elijah. And then Elijah said to them, "This is not the way, and this is not the city. Follow me, and I will bring you to the man whom you seek." And he led them all to Samaria. What's that mean?
Okay, so they're all like surround all the bad guys. They surround the city, and then Elijah's just like, "King, we're gonna die." And then the king's like, "We're not gonna die." And then Elijah's like, "God, tell this guy that he's gonna die." And then God shows him like what all the guys around the city is like, "I'm gonna die." And then he's like, "Oh no, what am I gonna do?" And then Elijah's like, "God, make all these guys blind." And then he makes them all blind.
But then they say, "Follow me."
Then yeah.
And they're going to Samaria, because they have different views here. As soon as they enter Samaria, Elijah said, "O Lord, open the eyes of those men so that they may see." So he reversed it. So the Lord opened their eyes, and they saw, and lo, they were in the midst of Samaria. When the king of Israel saw them, he said to Elijah, "My father, shall I slay them? Shall I slay them?" And he answered, "You shall not slay them. Would you slay those who you have taken captive with your sword and with your bow? Set bread and water before them, that they may eat and drink and go to their master." So he prepared for them a feast, a great feast. And when they had eaten and drunk, he sent them away, and they went to their master. And the Syrians came no more on raids into the land of Israel. So he reversed their blindness and decided to feed them instead.
Yeah.
And in doing that, he helped make more of a friend than an enemy. So sometimes we've got to care for our enemies.
Kill them with kindness.
Yeah.